Why hello, this is X name of the game, and this is the first speed build of the first speed builds. I don't know how to say that. And this is the Gable. So this isn't a modern house. This is one of my first really unmodern houses. Just thought, let's do something different. Well, actually, this was just a test video to see if I could do a speed build, and I can, which is just magic. Oh, where did my drink go? It's over there. I can't reach. Is that it? Yeah, it is. Okay, let me explain what's going on. Here we're just building the roof. And I couldn't get a roof that just looked okay. It just bothered me. The roof was one of the hardest things to do throughout this entire building. It was just so loserly. Now, I don't know what to call them, but I tried doing them, but then the roof didn't sort of connect. It was too low, and I didn't want to make it higher because it sort of looks like a mansion. And here, just doing the wraparound veranda. After making the house, I realised this would have been a good house to build in Appaloosa Plains. But if you download it, you can put it in Appaloosa Plains if that's what you want. Although then you'd have to find a 30 by 30. That's quite hard because in Appaloosa Plains, lots are quite large. Like, they're just big. So, for the colour scheme of the house, I chose this stone with the blue, with like a blue, like, accent. Nah. And with the white was. Here's the blue siding. No, siding. Yeah. And I do change the roof, don't worry, there you go. It doesn't stay like that. There's so many, like, coloured roofs, I just don't know what to choose. So I just chose this black one just so that the house isn't arguing with its colours. Ugh. Got a sore throat. Here I'm just adding the windows. The windows also get very awkward towards the middle of this video. Just couldn't decide where to place them. Especially after the roof area messes up. Ooh. Okay, here, this wall just looked really, like, awkward and just plain and, like, it didn't look good. So I was just trying to figure out a way to make it look a bit more interesting and, like, break up the shape of the house a bit more. So I add this, but then this turns out to be a problem with the roof above. So yeah, here I'm just adding the floor so I can put the roof along it, sort of wraps around the house. So yeah, this corner bit there where it goes to a slant, it really messes up, and like I have to change the whole bit after I've finished. So like, not before I finished, like not now. I don't realise yet. I have to realise after it's too late to do anything really amazing. So that ends up looking a bit odd. But if you can fix that, please help me fix that. So I end up with this shape again, which really bothered me. And then we move on to... Do I do floor plans now? Maybe. Yeah, I just couldn't get the windows to look nice. It's really annoying. There we go. Now I'm adding the stairs. I hate that little brown bar that comes down the stairs and sort of merges in the wall. It looks really ugly, and you can't get rid of it. Well, you can, but then that would have got rid of the bottom of the second half of the wall. Ugh. You are now looking at the dining room kitchen area there. And that's the bathroom I just put in there. And there was no real way of doing that. Well, there was, but I couldn't see it. I'm not very good at floor plans. We are now on the second floor. There are only 2 floors in this house. I was going to build a basement, but yeah, I just got bored of building. And I just wanted to see if I could speed build. And I can, so this is good. I have to talk for 16 minutes. Ugh. Oh gosh. I'm still recording, that's right. Here I'm just, what am I doing? Adding more windows, making the windows less awkward. Yeah. So this ends up, that area there turns out to end up to be a balcony. But it was originally going to be a bit of extra roof. And I'm still, to this point, not sure where it should have just been roof. But it is what it is. You can change that if you want. I really didn't know what to do with it, because it just looked too big to be unroofed. But then, I just thought, here I'm just changing, like, making all the windows the same colour. Or texture, whatever. Yeah. During this, creative style really messed up. It just wasn't loading the panels quickly at all. I'm not sure if it's just because I was recording, but it just didn't want me to have, you know, whatever. Oh. Here, that's now the balcony that comes off the master suite. There we go. This is where the roof fudges up. After this, like 10 million attempts to try and finish it, I just give up. I literally just went meh. And then I've just started the video again. I think this was this morning. Did this before school. So that's kind of why I sort of start the next part in like a, yeah, random part. Like I'm sort of halfway through doing something. So this is just continuing the blue-white theme, because I like it. And I just love those end tables. I mean, they came in Supernatural. They're not very modern, but for this kind of style house, it just fits so nicely. I used a lot of Ambitions stuff for this house, because it just suited the theme nicely. Innit? And the rugs are all the same, I think. Yeah. I use the same pattern on all the rugs, because I wanted to. There we go, changing the edge of the mirror because it wasn't right. It didn't look right. And we have stairs, yay! Finally started furnishing. And this was just an awkward corner, like it was empty but I didn't know where to put things and yeah. Okay, that's the door to the bathroom. And this is the living room I am now furnishing. Yeah, this took forever to like load everything, so this bit takes a while. So I'm like, what am I doing? There we go. Is that the flooring I ended up using? Yeah, that's just basement flooring. And that's the fireplace. I get rid of the mantle because they're ugly. There you go. And added a floor. There we go, and then I copy the rug pattern. Which is pretty. And I just decided to put a piano there. Just for the sake of having piano. And that's some more Ambitions stuff. And a telly, because, you know, why not? That's a really weird armchair. It's like got a really high back. This looks a bit weird. Here's the dining room and kitchen. There I used the same texture as the outside wall as the kitchen wall. Because, yeah, I don't know. Just trying to do something interesting. Spanish for interesting, I think. Awkward if it wasn't. Those are two columns I put in the edge of the wall because it just looked, I thought it would look nice. And I think it does. At this point I'm really getting fed up of this house. And I'll sort of end the video here. And then this is where I go to school. I sort of finish halfway and the video starts again here. There you go. But you did sort of miss a bit out where I kept accidentally clicking the edit town button, like, to the right of the wall up tool button thing, and it's pissing me off. There you go, accidentally clicked it there. That really annoys me when that happens. Adding paintings. I like the supernatural paintings for this style house as well, because they're really big. Oh, here was a mistake, but I fixed it eventually. Where this counter is going now, that was where I was meant to put the patio door, but I forgot, like an idiot. So I ended up having to redo this area later. And I just couldn't get the stove to work here. Like I wanted the sort of range stove that came with Supernatural. But then I edited it to make it black, and it just didn't work because you couldn't see anything. It was like a black blob. And then I tried putting a light over it to see if it changed, but it just looked awful. So I just put in one of them. I just put up with. Yeah. It was very irritating to find out that I'd blocked out my entrance to the back patio. What do I do now? Yeah, this is where I figured out that that's where I was going to put the door. No one would notice. There we go. Fixed. Now we do the bathroom. Yeah. There you go. And I just look, that's like one of my most favourite things forever that came with Seasons. It's like the bathtub, but it looks actually like a real life bathtub, not like one of their really fancy ones. Fancy. It's pretty as well. And yay, second floor. So yeah, this is quite a clean, basic house. And I think it's a family house because it's got the master bedroom and then the one bedroom for the child. But I put in a bunk bed, so yeah. Because it wasn't a very big house. And it wasn't meant to be a big house because I don't like doing big houses because it just, yeah, I'm not very good at finishing. And then I couldn't find the right, there we go. I couldn't find that one. I was like, where is it? I like it. Where has it gone? And I used the same bed sheets texture on the bunk bed in the next room. Oh my god, I love those dresses. Some came with Supernatural and some came with Showtime. And yeah, they look really pretty. And I like them plants. I don't know why, I just recently become obsessed with those plants. Here we go, here's the bunk bed. The bunk bed is such an amazing idea. And yeah, I couldn't be bothered to change the texture of that, so I just gave up. And the chair, so you have to put up with that because I was just not in the mood. And we're coming up to nearly completing the furnishing, I believe. Yeah, you can tell when I'm starting to get bored because like the furnishing just becomes basic. Here I just add in all the lights. And in the dining room I just couldn't get the lights to work because when you put it there, it left there was shadows everywhere. And so I gave up again. Okay, I skipped out a bit here because it took me forever to think of a way to cover up the roof bit that failed. But I ended up coming with this sort of tower kind of thing. There. It just covers it up, and then I couldn't get the roof to work on top of that without making all the roof underneath it bodge up. So that was the thing. So yeah, I fixed that, and then the roof was a nightmare. I just couldn't get it to fit on because it was it's like a rectangle type shape, so it wouldn't look nothing sort of fits on. And then when I found that, it left a little hole in there, and it just really pissed me off. So I put on one of them, and then I realised I need to change the colour of the thing. But when you do one, it doesn't change them all. No, that'd be far too easy. So then I have to go, yeah. You get the picture. And now and now we're landscaping. Yay! I love landscaping the most because it's just so pretty. But this took me a while. Because in quite a lot of houses lately, I've seen these people do these sort of round flower beds that look really nice. Quite common on most new houses I've seen. That's pretty, so I was like, oh, I need to get me some of that. There we go. And they look really nice when they're full of flowers and dribble. And if you're wondering why the grass is all weird, it's because I got my graphics settings on low for whatever reason. Recently my computer's been playing up and wasn't being very nice at... Yeah, so I lowered the graphics. And also I knew that I was going to be recording, so I was like, I'm not risking having really laggy video. So yeah. That's also why the water's a bit like yucky. And the mirrors as well. But I think I fixed that for when I do the photos. But I didn't fix the ground. Because like literally after completing, I just moved the family in and then took photos. So the water changes, but the grass doesn't. And the mirrors change. Yeah. I do remove those like weeds in the pond after I add the rocks and fountains because it just doesn't look right. I'm just adding flowers now. Going close to the end.